Hey everyone, I'm making a video, obviously. Anyway, y'all, tonight's video's on a YouTuber named gman5338. I wasn't planning on making this video, I just ran into this tonight and it kind of irritated me and I wanted to address it, so here it goes. Before I get into this, I just wanted to take a moment to thank any veterans listening and all veterans in the world for their service. Okay, so tonight I get a video in my DMs saying, hey, check this out, Captain. This guy is calling out Josh from 23and1 for stolen valor, and we all know that Josh is not stealing valor or mocking veterans in any way, shape, or form. So I go and I check out this guy's video. This guy, G-Man, he's a Canadian veteran, and he is a former officer or deputy. I'm not sure what they call it in Canada, but I believe he worked in the prison system because I've seen him on a few other channels that I watch. I never really checked out his channel, but I did tonight, and wow. I would usually 100% be behind somebody calling out stolen valor, but this is just not the case. What we have here is a very obvious and sad case of clout chasing. It was really pitiful. Let me give you a rundown of how I came to that conclusion. Let me start with telling you a little bit about Josh, in case you're not familiar with his channel. His channel is called Lockdown 23and1. He's part of the prison community. He has about 420,000 subscribers, I believe. He does story times of when he was in prison and, prison swole or spread recipes, and he interviews a lot of people and allows them to have a platform to share their prison stories and helps people in the community build their channels and whatnot. He's just across the board really a positive person and a good person. Him and his wife, Brittany, are really nice and really humble. He also shares about how he's no longer a criminal and no longer running the streets, and that he's a family man now and just really happy about life. This is where G-Man comes in. Josh also has a gaming channel. It used to be called 23 and Fun, and now it's just called 23and1. Where he plays like Call of Duty and World of Tanks type games. I'm not really positive if those are the games he plays because I'm not a gamer and I don't really watch that channel. I watch his other channel. So anyhow, I guess Josh had a live stream where he was dressed in head to toe camo and had his face painted and whatnot, and was joking with his wife present, saying, it's time for me to go into battle, and kind of role playing and joking around with her. And G-Man comes and makes a video and he's very upset and he, accuses him of stolen valor, and I guess he called him out in the comments. He V-checked him or something. Anyhow, I picked out a couple clips of the video that I thought were most important. I'm going to play them and then I'm going to react. You know how it goes. So here we go.
I sort of, publicly, V-checked, if you will. Instead of G-checking, it's V-checking, yo. Veteran checking. Now, I sort of V-checked this guy, this YouTuber, in his comment section last night. And there were a couple other people, I think, who thought that this was kind of bullshit.
Checking? V-checking? Really? I picked this one just because I thought it was funny. He's V-checking in the comment section. This fool ain't no keyboard killer. This fool ain't no keyboard warrior. This fool is a keyboard assassin. You heard it here first.
So he shouldn't be doing shit like this. This is too far, all right? And now, we got into a conversation today, and he and I were talking about this, and fucking hilarity ensued, people. And I don't want to get into the content of the conversation, but there was one thing he said to me that sticks out overall, all right? And this right here is his comment, okay? Check out, this is a screenshot right from our IG conversation, okay? So now, are we starting to see why I got to V-check this LARPer? Okay, because now, he actually thinks that he's capable of this shit, when in actual fact he's not, because he didn't do it when he could have. Do you see what I'm saying? But now he's played these video games and he's got his face all painted up and shit with his old lady's makeup. Now, he didn't even do it right. His cam is totally fucked up. Okay.
Hilarity has ensued indeed. Oh, wow. You know, it's really convenient that you don't want to divulge the whole private conversation, but just post Josh's response to something you had said. And that makes it obvious to me that you're just laying groundwork to manipulate everybody into agreeing with you that he is in fact stealing valor and in fact trying to mock veterans. I'm just going to go ahead and use my common sense and think that that response was probably to you saying that he was not capable of being enlisted and going into combat. Which it's funny because I saw a video you did about Josh about 7 months ago on how much you supported him and how, you know, him being through the prison system is kind of like going to war.
Much respect. Thank you, everybody. If you're just joining me, much respect to you. Thank you for the new support. All right? I hope that the content that I'm bringing you, you enjoy it, and you keep coming back for more, yo. Stuff is important. I'm your streetwise professor. And tonight, I come at you with my policing experience in this response to the whole lockdown. All right? Now, first and foremost, I am a huge supporter of Death's channel. All right? I have a lot of respect for Death, for Josh, and his grind and his hustle. You know, he's been through the prison system, which, you know, might as well be going to war, and come out of it. And he's found his way to stay up, to come back from it all.
Funny how 7 months ago you felt like he was capable of going to war and being in combat. Isn't it funny how things change?
Games and shit like that. You know what I mean? Now, let me throw this out there. Let's suppose this LARPer, all right, goes up on his show, dressed in his blues, all right, talking 6-0 and sea-walking, all right, crip-walking. He's just LARPing. It's just a joke. I don't think so. And you know what? These people don't think so either.
So now, when an A-Train gangster's riding down the street, or a Hoover, or a Blood, so he's gonna come down Slauson, and he's gonna see that his hood whacked out. You understand that? So now, you whack the hood out. You ain't gotta answer this question because I already know the answer. Have you ever killed one of them people? No. But you just whacked them out. You feel me? So now this is on your privilege. You feel me? So now you giving the homies and you can test your privilege. You feel me? So now they gonna come up here and they gonna see you whacked out. Boom, boom. You whacked out the Blood, you whacked out the Slave. Now they gonna ask you, have you ever put in work? If you ain't put in work, why are you whacking niggas?
I see what you're doing right there. You're trying to reach out to the prison community or, you know, anybody who's ever ran the streets, broken the law, been in gangs or whatever, to try to portray Josh as a punk. You know, try to convince people he's fronting, he's faking. I get what you're doing right there. But your point is mute. It's not even the same. I don't know of any video games where there's gang banging and people dress up and role play. Even with Grand Theft Auto, people don't do that. So your point is lost.
Glad that this YouTuber wanted to be a joke, because that is exactly what we're going to do. What I'm going to do anyways. You know, what's going to happen here is I'm going to take some stills from this video, and then I'm going to circulate it amongst the veteran community, and we're going to meme the fuck out of that picture, all right? And the best meme, making fun of this LARPer, all right, is gonna go up, and we'll see if we can get it to go viral, maybe. I mean, that would be the shit, right?
It's good to know that you support online harassment. It's not really a good look, however, if you're trying to build a channel and be taken seriously. I mean, I thought your channel was about, you know, calling out actual stolen valor and advocating for veterans and PTSD and whatnot, but, you know, after making this video and saying things like that, I feel like you're really jeopardizing your own credibility, and that's on you. I've never seen or heard of Josh lying about him being a veteran or having any history with the military or anything like that. You're calling out a man for role playing on Call of Duty and having a live stream while he was doing it. At this point right here, I don't know how anybody could take you or your channel seriously. However, you know, if Josh offended you and if you really felt like he was mocking veterans, I think this would have been handled completely different. This is just a sign of you wanting to bring attention to your channel, clout chasing, you know. I'm not sure where everything went wrong with you and Josh because you once supported him, but maybe you wanted an interview with him and he didn't want to do one, or you had an interview and I missed it because I don't see that on his channel and it didn't go well. I really don't know. At this point, you're just looking jealous and salty. I mean, unless this video is a parody and this is just all jokes and I'm missing something. I don't know. Who knows? But I think the most important thing here is that you're taking away from the actual fight against stolen valor and advocating for veterans. You should be ashamed of yourself for what you've done. And that's all I'm going to say about this. Because it's obvious that Josh is not stealing valor. He's not lying about being in the military. He's playing Call of Duty and it was on a live stream. And he happened to be in camos. So, anyhow. Hope you like this video, y'all. And I'm going to try to pump out as much content as possible. And we'll see how that goes. You know, YouTube with their new rules and everything. Anyways, y'all. Love ya.